I just started. Hi there, everybody. It's Chrisanne with the Yard Card Association. How is everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. Today is Veterans Day, and that is exactly why I am here to talk to you because I want to give you a big thank you. Everybody has come together around the United States to go and honor our brave veterans. I have been wowed. I've just really been blown away when I see all of the different tributes that are taking place. And I want to thank you not only for doing that, because we are making a difference, but also for going over to the Yard Card Association Facebook page and sharing those, because it really does make a difference and it makes so many people smile. Not only does it just make us happy to see it, you are doing important work in your community because let's face it, it's been a rough year. And every one of these veterans and their families really needs something to smile about. So, again, I want to thank you so much for going through the extra effort. Some people, everything they did was for free, and it was completely dedicated and donated. Other people, you've been able to go and help other businesses to say thank you. Whichever way it was, it's all a big deal and it was worth every second of it. So thank you so, so much. I am going to actually try to tally up the number of people that I know that did this. So if you have not posted, that's okay. You still have an opportunity to go over to our Facebook page. If you are here on Facebook with me, you might be over on our YouTube channel. Whichever place you are watching this, make sure you're over at our Facebook page and either post a photo or just, raise your hand, post a link so that we can get you in the tally. And it'll be really fun to just try to see how many yard card businesses participated, because this is really, it's a really good thing. And I'm so grateful. Okay, so now that Veterans Day is wrapping up, I want to talk to you about what's coming. Again, today is November 11th. Guess what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow, yes, it's Friday, November 12th. That's awesome. We are having an interview. It's called the Itty Bitty Interview. Why is it called the Itty Bitty Interview? I'm glad you asked. It's because our topic are itty bitty bouquets. I don't have one of those in front of me personally, but because I don't, I have gotten to know this wonderful girl named Christy, and she's fantastic. She is knocking it out of the park and has done a great job with her itty bitty bouquets. So she agreed to come on so that we would do a live interview and show you. She's going to show you. It's going to be like the cooking show, right? Where they show you all the 1, 2, 3, all the little steps you need to do, and then the final product. So Christy and I are going to be talking to you about all of the little things you need, how to actually put it together. And we're going to talk about pricing, what her costs were. And then, an important part of that, you've got to make sure you keep your costs down. And we're going to talk about the best pricing for you. With that, the other thing I'm going to talk about is what you can do right now if you're on the fence as to whether to offer this for the holidays. Specifically, if you are going to do this with Elves, one thing I would like to suggest is to get out there on your social media today. Yes, today. Ask your audience when the Elves return. Maybe the Elves return December 1st. Maybe the Elves return Thanksgiving night. Maybe the Elves return before Thanksgiving. Heaven help those parents. Start the conversation. When you find out that information, it's going to help you in so many ways. Because we are also coming up on a lot of different holiday sales with the different wonderful vendors that we have out there, it's also really important to go ahead and see what you're going to do. So when you're talking to your customers, finding out about their elves, the next thing I want you to do is find out if they would be interested in their very own itty bitty bouquet, because there's so many great ways we can do this. But if people do not want to pay what you want to charge, then I don't want you to go and spend a bunch of money and then everything sits there, right? None of the vendors want that for you. The legitimate good vendors, not any of the fly-by-night ones. I only talk to our good, legitimate vendors, right? They don't want you to have a horrible failure either. So we all want us to have success. That's super important. So when you talk to your customer, your potential customer, to your audience, definitely you can showcase these examples, and we have examples for you. And then you can, once you know your pricing, you're going to be able to ask your audience. The tricky part is you're going to want to order really, really soon. And one thing, if you've been with us for a little bit, you know I love to do giveaways. So during our time together, during the interview, we are going to have a giveaway. And somebody just might win their very own itty bitty set. Would you like that? Are you interested? I hope you are, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a couple of surprises in store, and it is hard for me to not just give you all the spoilers, but I can't. I made a promise, and so I'm gonna hold on to that. But we do have for sure one giveaway that's going to be for an itty bitty set, and it's really adorable. So I hope you're going to come and join us. If you're working or you've got your kids, for whatever reason you cannot attend live, it's okay. It's no worries. I will be recording it, and so I will make sure to post the replay, and that way you'll be able to watch it at your leisure. However, that being said, you're going to want to watch it quickly because of the special pricing on the itty bitty sets if you choose to buy one. So there's a lot of decision making that you're going to need to make very, very soon. So get out there, talk to your audience, ask about those elves, and tomorrow we will be able to get you a photo as an example if you decide you might want to offer the same itty bitty bouquet as our wonderful friend Christy, because Christy is a super nice lady and is very generous to help us out. Okay, now, before I let you go, I want to introduce you to our very first elves. Very first elves? What do you mean? That's confusing. Let me introduce you to two very old elves. I have gone and found these sweet elves that came into our home. They came from the North Pole to watch over my kids. Let's see, 18 years ago, 17 to 18 years ago. And so these are the original elves. And it didn't used to be that, well, Elf on a Shelf did not exist up until, I don't remember what year, maybe 2012, maybe a little earlier than that. But anyway, these were around long before Elf on a Shelf. And yes, I do wish that I had thought of Elf on a Shelf, but I didn't. My point here that I want to make is you don't have to have an Elf on the Shelf. Elf on a Shelf is a brand. It's just a brand. It's cute, and there's a book that goes with it, but you don't need the book. The families don't necessarily need the book. They just need an elf. And then their elf can be different than all the other elves. For business purposes, for marketing purposes, I would like you to also consider getting a different elf so that you don't run into any potential issues with Elf on a Shelf. I say that if you're using your own elf, then you're not selling Elf on a Shelf, right? And so I don't know that you would have any issues there because it's your own family elf. And so it could be our sweet elves here, or it could be your own elf on a shelf. But I would just be careful, depending on where you're marketing it, to make sure that you don't really just go out there and use that language in a lot of really popular places so that you don't run into any issues. But we have a lot of really cute Elf on a Shelf stuff. And so I just want you to think about where you're marketing it and, make a decision. If you don't care about Elf on the Shelf, the actual brand, go get yourself an elf. I saw one lovely lady. She went and got an elf, I think at the dollar store, just a really cute elf. So that's all you need. You just need an elf as a representation when you're doing your own examples and posting those. So make sure you come up with whatever elf you're going to do. And the other thing to think about, if you've got kids, especially if this is your first year or your kids have friends that come over, decide how you're going to explain their elf in your work stuff. So, these are some little things that can get a little tricky. And, it's just, we don't want to take away the magic. And so just come up with how you want to explain any of this so that you're not crushing any children's hearts. We don't want to crush anybody's magic, right? Let's not do that this season. So, all right. I hope that you're going to come over and join us as we talk about and have our itty bitty interview. It's going to be really fun, I think. We've never done a showcasing interview like this. And so if this goes well and you all enjoy it, then we will see what else we can do, because I think it's more entertaining. I would prefer to, have somebody else involved in talking about their experience and teaching us. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. The other thing I want to just mention is one of the giveaways we are going to have is exclusively for Yard Card Association members. We actually have 3 giveaways. Our current members don't even know this, so this is definitely a spoiler alert right now. We have 3 giveaways for our Yard Card Association members that are coming up. What that means is you have to be a member of the Yard Card Association. So if you like trainings, if you like going through and trying to up-level your business and want to grow your business, I do want to invite you to go over and learn more about the Yard Card Association. Become a member. If you've been around us for any length of time, you have a good idea as to who we are and what our mission is. Right now, we're going through our year-end planning course, and let me just tell you, it's phenomenal. And every single business should be doing something to grow their business. This is not just about inventory. One of the most popular questions I see in all the Facebook groups, besides where to get XYZ inventory, is how to make more money. Basically, how to get more orders, how to market. That is a huge part of what the Yard Card Association does, because we're here to help you grow your business to succeed more. And it is about a lot more than just inventory. In fact, we don't get down into the nitty gritty of inventory and what vendor to get what from. There's plenty of that out there. We focus on business growth and business development and marketing. I love marketing. And so if that sounds like something you would like to do to invest in your business, I want you to go over to our website right now and just join. I promise you, it's a super low investment, and it's a great investment for your business. And if you do it really, really soon, what's going to be great is you can get in on these giveaways also. We did this back with the booing back in, I guess it was August, September. And it was so much fun. I really loved having all of our new members come in, and we had a great time. It was fun to do the giveaways, but it's been even better to do our business building. So I want to invite you to go do that. And I will put the link down here for you, and definitely go look at it. And also, while you're there, we have tools of the trade. It's free resources that you can look through and see if there's something that might help you. Anything from a business expense cheat sheet. We have a marketing lingo cheat sheet. We've got just a few little things like that we're always just trying to help you out. Oh, and I don't know if you know about our podcast. It's the Yard Card School podcast, and you can find it wherever you like to listen to podcasts. I can put a link over to not Shopify, Spotify, but unfortunately, Apple is a bit persnickety and they're harder to do the link. So if you're on Apple, like I am, just type in Yard Card School podcast. Just type in Yard Card School, actually, Yard Card School, and you will see the episodes that we've already had, and we are steadily building on that. And if there is something in particular you would like to hear about, let us know. Always looking for ideas and suggestions. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up. And again, I want to thank you all so much for contributing to putting so many smiles on thousands and thousands of veterans' faces today. You are making a difference. So thank you again. And I look forward to seeing you over on our itty bitty interview. I will see you then. Cheers, everybody.